Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at ICP, seeing what's going on. This coin is, well, still holding pretty strong. I'm super impressed with how well it recovered from the Bitcoin sell-off there. Doing quite nice. Most coins are still going sideways and down where ICP is kind of recovering. So again, congrats to our community members who got in right here at this recommended $14 mark and took profits at the 15 to 16 range. That is awesome. We're going to go ahead and clear out this some of these little X's. Those are basically validation levels. In other words, we validated our uptrend with closing above that level. We would have invalidated our uptrend by closing below this level here. So again, that's just kind of where those are at. Quick congrats to our members here too. I mean, this is awesome news. RDNT 40% in 2 days, OGN 100% in 1 month. We are still taking profit on coins because of the fact that we have low leverage, low position size. We're not getting wrecked or destroyed. No liquidation at all today. That is phenomenal. In fact, all these closed trades all hit 80 to 90% profit before they closed out. I love to see that. The thing I wanted to show you here, of course, what Chainlink, Crow, SKL, 232% in 10 days. There we go. 185% in 11 days for ICP. We just hit all targets last night just before this occurred. So again, congrats to everybody. We got in at like 9, went all the way up to about 16. So cool stuff there. What we want to talk about next though is, well, I mean, we can kind of highlight and touch on liquidity because there is potential for this upper level to be swept once more now that this lower level has been. Okay, so just to kind of throw it out there, we could very well see a revisit of 16 to 16.5. It seems very likely at this point, but we want to verify a few things here. So looking at the daily really quick to understand here, we're in a situation where we're still above the moving averages. Honestly, pretty good shape. This little reset button we hit today, not that big of a deal, kind of like a small blip on the radar, okay? In other words, it hasn't shifted the momentum like it has most other coins, okay? And that's a very, very positive sign. So to me, even though ICP isn't like super like flourishing today and taking off massively, it held its ground and did very, very well, and we saw more money flowing into the coin. Okay, so let's look at the 4 hour and the hourly because that's where we're going to see the most impact for this most recent sell-off / potential recovery. We want to look at a few key factors here. So MACD, we're diverging right now, but still not massive, which is pretty impressive considering the candle wick. This kind of just tells us that momentum to the downside is slowing. We can also see here stochastic RSI swinging down. We're looking for a second swing up here to confirm potential entry, but we are in a good situation where the RSI is above the money flow index. I know it seems weird, but when the money flow comes down, it creates this urgency to want to buy because again, last, 2.5 trading days, roughly 14 candles, we've seen the money flowing out of this coin. Therefore, money could potentially flow back into it and we're not overextended at the same time. That's a good sign. We like to see that. That usually kind of contributes. It's a positive contributing factor is the easiest way to understand it. We got a strong amount of volume support here, about 1450. So being above that level is extremely nice. Most coins are below that right now, and that is not a good sign. So even if Bitcoin were to sell off, I feel like ICP should be able to hold its ground. Again, we lose that 1350 range, different story maybe altogether, but for now, that is exactly where we're at. So pretty good shape there. I'm very curious to see what the hourly tells us. We are still honoring this ascending trend within reason. Keep that in mind too. We wicked down and recovered. So honestly, this uptrend here, I think it was the 4 hour 20-day SMA, we're still holding above that level. Okay? That's extremely important. Okay. Again, for the most part, anytime you break below a 20-day SMA on the 4 hour or the daily, you need to concern yourself with the fact that the momentum could be shifting. We just had a massive sell-off. ICP recovers, holding above that level. No other coins are doing this, or very few. Okay. I think SCI and a handful of other ones are other ones too, but at this point, no matter how you look at it, the hourly time frame is what we want to look for confirming factors here. So take a look at TD sequential. We came down to a 9, potentially getting a reset there. We're going to draw our support level out a little bit further and just kind of see, because these are different ranges of support. They're kind of like smaller time frame supports based on previous resistances. And what we want to look at here is Ichimoku cloud. So while it's not perfect, we're still maintaining above the cloud. You see how the cloud is kind of hanging out here, right at the support level? That is fantastic news. So that kind of reaffirms that $14 / $14.50 are 2 potential support ranges for us. One's a key level fib, one's the most recent resistance turn support. All that being said, conversion lines below the baseline and the lagging spans behind the price action soon to intersect. So it's really not a good buy signal. That's just the truth about it. However, if we take a look at some other confirming factors, we might be able to validate that. Let's see. CC Golden does say that we have a buy signal here in the 15. Okay. And again, really good indicator for just getting in at a low price point, getting out at a higher price point. It just tends to continue to rinse and repeat these things. All right. Again, this is an indicator that I created. It's available on my website if you're curious. But this is confirming that we are in a good position for the potential long entry. Okay. So again, I personally wouldn't trust that just yet. just me personally looking at the big picture, I'd kind of hesitate to wait. That's just me personally, but for the most part, we've got strong bullish continuation potential on the daily and the 4 hour, which is unlike most other coins. And the hourly, even though we aren't fully confirmed on the cloud, we are above it, and we have confirming factors on a smaller time frame. So again, if there's any coin that's going to get my thumbs up today, I would say ICP is the one. You do just got to recognize if Bitcoin does bleed out to 42, 41, 40,000 and fill that CME gap at 39.3 slash 40,500, we could very well see ICP start to bleed out too. Okay. Again, it's not impervious to Bitcoin sell-offs. It's just responding very well to the first one. If there's others, it could continue to impact it. So all the more reason to use small position size, small leverage if you can. If you're going to use high leverage, make sure it's not going to be a massively large position size. I get scared. Some of my community members talk about $20,000 entries. You only do that if you're using 1x leverage, by the way. If you're using that size position with larger leverage, it's a very, very scary thing. I don't personally like to trade that kind of money. Anyways, ICP has a much better potential of upside. What also has good potential of upside too is this phenomenal exchange here. Be sure to utilize them. No KYC or VPN required. This is a community recommended exchange here for us. Absolutely the best. And they're mainly our primary because of no KYC, no VPN, because we have a lot of US Canadian residents trading under me, but also furthermore, they have trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets, some phenomenal features. Be sure to check them out. If you use my links below, you'll qualify for some benefits there. We have a trading competition coming up in January, which it is already January on the 8th, and that's effectively a global one. But if you use my link to register, you'll be eligible for this one and also our private ones in February, because we're going to have community-specific trading competitions too. Just really cool stuff. Be sure to check that out. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.